This disturbing trend that has emerged over the last 3 years is the closure of professional institutions. There have been a lot of closures of engineering colleges and MBA courses across the country, especially in South India and Tamil Nadu. The year before, 88 institutions closed down the closed shutters. Last year, 90 institutions closed down the shutter. This year, it is reported that all India 179 people have shut down the office completely. Also, what is happening is another 50 colleges are shutting down departments. Also, there is silver lining that there is applications from more than 100 for new 100 new colleges. But overall, net, the number of seats available are declining. What is going to be more painful is that each college is going to support nearly 1,000 to 1,500 staff directly and a total of 10,000 people through indirect jobs. These 1,000 and 10,000 job losses per institute is going to have cascading effects. Welcome back to Berich. Each institution has a lot of support staff. There are a lot of buses, drivers, mechanics, petrol bunks, small shops which sell stationery, tea shops, small eateries, which all depend upon these colleges to do business. A college is an ecosystem which creates a lot of jobs. 1,000 jobs in a college means that is going to be another 9,000 jobs outside surrounding that place. So when a college shuts down, then nearly 10,000 direct and indirect jobs are lost. We are not going to be able to replace them. Recently, I did a story in my Tamil channel where I profiled two people. One, a computer science HOD who was forced to leave his college in South India, in deep South Tamil Nadu, and forced back to move to his hometown in Neyveli. He is now reduced to selling murkus and other South Indian snacks to make ends meet. Imagine in which country is it possible that a man who was leading a computer science department is to forced to fry and sell snacks for a day living. Not only that, another head of an engineering college department was forced to abandon his college teaching and has started to taken up the business of herding goats and sheep. If this is how we are going to create universities and centers of learnings, then there is going to be a big problem. The issue is this: for the last 4 years, there have been no jobs. And because there are no jobs, students don't want to join engineering colleges. The idea was in the boom years of 2006 to 2012, anybody who went to an engineering college who could speak decent English and managed to work on a computer got absorbed by one of these software companies and were trained to become engineers. I have clients of people who came from humble background who are serving all over the world. But what has happened that low growth in the global market plus absolute lack of demand in India after a faulty demonetization and an equally faulty GST has meant demand for engineering and MBA schools has evaporated. Before, people used to take loans to study, and the entire system was financed by loans, and people paid back loans. For the last 5 years, banks have stopped lending for education because students are not paying. Students are not paying because there are no jobs. This has become a vicious cycle, and thus more and more institutes will be closed unless we can create jobs. India's great advantage 10 years back was touted as the demographic dividend, which would make sure that people would go and become productive engineers and work. I have heard stories of people from rural Sivaganga who are working in Japan today. That is the power of education. Our irresponsible policies have made sure that the future generations of Indians will not get such advantages and will be denied education just because the job creation cycle has been broken for 3 to 4 years. People who will join colleges and pass out these colleges in the next 5 years and who have passed out in the previous 5 years have simply lost the ability to get jobs. This will indeed be India's last decade as far as the democratic dividend is concerned. But in the short term, the government is also responsible because I know engineering colleges in Tamil Nadu, they have not been paid their scholarship money for 4 years. In engineering colleges in Tamil Nadu especially, these are run like franchisee schools where the promoters put up the infrastructure, employ students. In the SC/ST scholarship and the first graduate scholarship fund most of these colleges, and that's where the money comes. For last 3 years, Tamil Nadu government, in spite of several high court judgments, has simply not paid these colleges their due. If you are going to keep 6 to 7 crores worth of dues in these colleges in good times, there is no way that these colleges will pay money in bad times. So they have stopped paying their professors and staff. Not only that, this infrastructure was provided by loans provided by public sector banks, and this is becoming a big NPA issue in banks. All this because the government is not disciplined in paying what it promised, and this was before COVID. COVID has just made things worse. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this content, hit the like button, turn on the bell notification, and press the subscribe button. I request you to kindly tell your friends and relatives to subscribe if they are interested in this channel. If you want to buy the Kindle edition of my book, press the Kindle link below. If you are interested in buying only a hard copy, you may send a number to the WhatsApp number given below. My team would get in touch with you. At the very end, I would like to thank you for supporting Berich. And if you want to speak to me directly, please send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com.